next speaker, Ms. Barnali, who is the Manager for Education Solutions at AASP India and Southeast Asia. She's a personal friend and a teacher who was my first teacher in the field of sterilization. So I owe a lot of my knowledge to her. Thank you so much for bringing this. She has over 20 years of experience in the CSSD field. She has done a number of process improvement programs for improving efficiency in OR and CSSD, helped develop a lot of consensus guidelines using surgeons to improve sterilization quality across hospitals. She's been a faculty at national and international forums. She's a qualified microbiologist, and she's also completed her CSSVP certification from Isham, USA. So over to Barnali. Please take over.
Thanks, Dr. Shashank, for putting across. And indeed, we had been closely associated, and it has been a while. But before that, before I share my screen, I want to thank Kaho for giving us this opportunity and giving us a chance to speak up and share what we do and what differently we do in the space of reprocessing. So as my topic goes, it's technological advancement in improving efficiency of operating room and CSSD. So all this while I had been sitting through and been hearing eminent speakers speak around what is CSSD. And I did feel, yes, there was basic which was getting discussed. But what I do now, I shift gear. I take you to area. I take you to somewhere very different, to a world which is evolving, and to the world why we are evolving, because we did hear Dr. Murli speak about that. When we talk of instrument sterilization, it is just not the instrument, because every device is different, and he did mention robotics here. So bringing that in mind, we need to understand that technological advancement is not alone in the space of instruments or in the space of sterilization. It is also in the space of instruments that are used for patient care. So moving to my slide, I would not take much, and I would not talk on this slide because everyone did harp on why HAI, what is important. But today, what bothers us is surgical site infection. And we all know why we sterilize. All of us who spoke, all of the speakers who spoke before me did speak and did say that it is important. And we all know why it is important, because the outcome is not to us, the outcome is to the patient. So it all is related to patient safety. So when I say patient safety is not to give an infection. One of the key requisite, one of the key risk factor is a properly sterilized device. So that is one risk factor which would reduce the chances of surgical site infection. Going ahead, CSSD performs a critical role in the hospital. We all agreed, we all heard through, we all know why we are here. We all are learning, right? And CSSD just not supports OR. Yes, when I talk of OR, it is, if I put it correctly, it would be 75% to 80% of OR that CSSD supports. But then there are other departments, other areas, other units in a hospital which also CSSD needs to support. So the advancement in technology can help CSSD achieve hospital goals. So when I talk about, in case an infection happens, the length of stay increases for that patient. When the length of stay increases, it just not affects the patient, it also affects the hospital on the other side. Because we all know that we need to move patients fast so that we can house another patient. Someone is waiting outside of our hospital because of the scarcity of the bed. Today, when we look at the situation around us, it is very much pertinent to the cause which I'm putting it here across. So CSSD reach is throughout the hospital, touching most of our patients. So every patient in a hospital would need an instrument in one way or the other in the course of treatment. So when I talk of sterilization, and I had been hearing, right, when I take sterilization into account, it is just not the sterilizer. One thing for all the viewers here, you need to go back and check the IFUs of the device manufacturer. When I say device manufacturer, I quote the surgical device manufacturer. So say, for example, you have a Karl Storz or you have an Olympus device. The manufacturer of that device will guide you through the reprocessing, what you need to do. Even if you are cleaning, what should be the protocol around cleaning? What kind of a chemistry you need to know when you are cleaning the device. We all come with different like proposals. We all bring a lot of things to you, but you on the other side of the table need to understand that the device and the sterilizer, when they come together, is when you give out a process. So sterilizer manufacturers talks of sterility. And when we talk of sterility, it is around the IS 14937. And who talks about the functionality? Because I sterilized a device, but I'm not aware whether it's functional or not, because I didn't check their IFU. It might not give out the required outcome to the surgeon because he would use the device. So the device manufacturer talks about the functionality. The sterilizer manufacturer will give you the sterilization efficacy, a cell of 10 to the power minus 6. When you add both together, you get an outcome which is called the process outcome, the sterilization outcome. We all need to understand that this is the law of effective sterilization. So it is beyond the scope of a device manufacturer, it is beyond the scope of a sterilizer manufacturer. So anyone reaching out to us, we tell them, go back, check the IFU. We need to tell them that the IFU would speak on the parameters which you need to follow. Now, when I come back to CSSD, and when I link it to the topic which I am talking to you all about, today we have moved way ahead. There was a time when the instrumentation was pretty crude. Today, most of our hospitals have robotics. We are into robot-assisted surgery. So the evolution has happened from crude to minimal invasive. Then we moved ahead and we have robot-assisted surgeries in many of our hospitals. Not all maybe. So when we talk about technology and when we talk of advancement in technology, we need to ask ourselves, what happens when a device is damaged? Say, for example, a 0-degree telescope gets damaged. You send it out to the biomed or you indent for another. That's a cost. If you send it to biomed, it costs you a repair cost. Or you replace the instrument. As I said, you indent for a new instrument. So you need to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Can I do things differently? My previous speaker did give you a snapshot of all the technologies which are available. And he did have a pertinent question that which is important. You need to understand with your indication of use what you need. If you ask me, every sterilization is important, but we need to know what indications these sterilization brings in so that these questions which I'm putting on the screen, can you save power and water cost? We all had been talking on water now. We all know that it comes with a cost. We all need to know what kind of water is needed when you run a steam sterilization cycle. Integrated with the hospital IT system, the world is moving ahead. As I said, I shift gear from what we have been talking. We talk of a technology today wherein it is integrating with the hospital IT system. So when it integrates, how it would benefit me? That is what you need to ask yourself. Can I be audit ready? Every hospital has an NABH. Many hospitals goes in for JCI. Can I get everything audit ready? How do I document? How can I automate my documentation? How will it help build compliance? These are certain things which you need to ask yourself. And how can you convert your CSSD? Because we all know every time we go and sit in front of a management, we need to give in a revenue center justification to the management. So it is a cost center. How can we convert it into the revenue center? So to answer these, we have a couple of things which we need to know. We need to know that repair cost can be reduced. You move towards advancement in technology, you can have a 58% reduction in risk of damage. You can reduce replacement cost by 52%. You can reduce water cost by 1940 liters per year. Energy cost by 68%. Energy cost is equivalent to electricity cost in our country. So when we talk about all this, this is a cost. We save on cost, and you need to go back and try asking yourself that how efficient you can build your CSSD, because the turnaround time is very, very important. When I talk of audit ready, I did speak that you need to enhance compliance. How can I enhance compliance? I need to be interconnected. Today, technology is making an advancement. If the CSSD is in the basement, your OR is operating on the 8th floor, and the biomedical is sitting on another tower of the hospital, everything can get interconnected so that you can enhance compliance. The OR manager sitting in the OT sits in front of her desktop and can give an indication to the surgery schedule that the instruments are getting ready or not. That increases compliance because it is automated. It is immediate communication. It is not documentation, which is manual. It is everything automated to give you a seamless collection of vital reprocessing information. So we say it is audit ready. Advancement as a revenue center. Case study from a hospital in India, wherein we saw that, yes, if you do things diligently, if you know your problems, you know how you need to categorize loads into types, you can have a saving which can be built into the hospital's billing system. So these are the benefits which hospital, the advancement brings in. Reduced inventory, rapid turnaround time, increased OR efficiency because you can build on a scheduling, you can accommodate more surgeries if you have a technology which would help validate your instruments. Because if I summarize, and this is my last slide, just load and go, because reduced workflow interruptions, enhance compliance automatically, you reduce potential for human error, and you keep your data audit ready and accessible. So this is what improved efficiency means. This is what is just not limited to CSSD. CSSD passes it to OR as well. So it blends together, it aligns together, and that is how you need to work hand in hand so that you can have a much, much better and efficient system and center in place. Thank you very much, Kaho, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Dr. Shashank.
Thank you, Barnali, for that wonderful talk. Excellently shifting gears into a new modality that was there. So thank you so much.